Now, he flew the famous P-51 Mustang D model, who many of you will tell you that had it not been for that P-51 in the Second War, it's quite possible we'd be speaking German right now. And what you're about to witness, although not the actual aircraft that Chuck Yeager flew, but one just like the one he flew, and one of the remaining airworthy P-51 Mustang D models. You'll be interested to know it has a Packard 12-cylinder liquid-cooled inline engine with 650 horsepower and a max airspeed of 437 miles an hour at 25,000 feet. Now, the armament, just in case you'd like to know, I don't think the plane is armored, but it can carry 6 multi-50 caliber machine guns. Wingspan's 37 feet. It weighs 12,000 pounds. The service ceiling is 42,000 feet with a range of just over 2,000 miles. From Tri-State Warbird Museum in Batavia, Ohio, here's the P-51 Mustang, known as the Cincinnati Miss. Well, there you go. He's going to be making 2 more passes. That was 150 knots, okay? He's going to go away for a couple of minutes and come back, same speed, but when he comes by the second or the third time, 250 knots. My pleasure to introduce the Executive Director of the West Virginia Parkways, Mr. Jeff Miller.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. What a historic day, and what a way to honor and celebrate the 76th anniversary of a historic flight by General Yeager by actually having one of our own. So we're really excited about that. I want to thank Southern Road and Bridge, our contractor, and Extreme Sandblasting and Painting for actually stepping up and helping make this happen today, and for us to be here and honor this. So a couple years ago, we had the opportunity to take one of our best assets on the West Virginia Turnpike and do something really special with it, named for a special person, one of the greatest West Virginians, to take that and paint them the official colors of the state of West Virginia. We presented that idea to the governor and to Mrs. Yeager, and after a few conversations, it was approved, and we're happy to be able to do that. A special thanks and a debt of gratitude go out to all those that were involved in making that happen, the inspection teams, the construction crews, and everyone. And we're honored to be here today, and we thank everyone for your attendance. So having said that, it is my great honor also to introduce to you Victoria Yeager. Thank you so much for being here.
So I'll tell you a quick story. I heard about the bridge, and I saw in the paper the colors, and I wrote to Jeff and I said, excuse me, I own the name and I don't like those colors. And he very kindly came back and said, oh, no, it's not as bad as it looks in the paper. And he sent me 2 actual examples, and they were beautiful. And I really appreciate it. He said the first thing he did when he got there was to make sure that the Yeager Bridge was as excellent as its namesake. So I just want to thank you. I'm handing him a challenge coin, which you give to, is kind of an attaboy. I'll tell you the quick story. Yes, it's true. He did fly under the Southside Bridge. He took off from Kanawha County Airport. He saw the beautiful Capitol, went around the Coldly Capitol, and then he saw the bridge. You know, he's a fighter pilot. So he saw the bridge. He thought, yeah, I think I'll go under that. Went under the bridge, and there, everybody, as he told the story, there was a regatta going on. They were all jumping down. Oh, my God, oh, my God. And he went straight up and went back to right path. And he said his biggest mistake, you can be a fighter pilot, a fighter ace. You can be a World War II hero. You can do a lot of test work and break the sound barrier with the X1, which was one of 10 test programs that month. And you can get married, have 3 kids, and you can call home, and your dad can still ream you out. And so he said that was his biggest mistake. But anyway, I want to thank you all for being here, and I want to thank Jeff and the governor, of course, for all that you've done to make this excellent. I appreciate that. You've kept your promise to me, honoring Chuck. And here it comes again. Imagine Chuck Yeager flying this. I mean, if it were Chuck flying it, he'd be going over the bridge. FAA be damned. I told this guy he's a coward, but he... Chuck shot down 12 airplanes, or it is credited. He shot down a lot more with that plane. He actually was the first in his group to shoot down a jet with a propeller plane. It was on final, had its gear down and its flaps down, and he said, unsportsmanlike, but what the hell? And he shot him down. So there you go. Thank you very much. And your turn.
Thank you, Victoria.
Thank you, Victoria. What a great day to be here and to pay homage to a true American hero and a great West Virginian. It's also my great honor to introduce another great West Virginian, the leader of the state, Governor Jim Justice. Thank you.
Okay, Victoria, come here, please. Let me just please tell y'all just this, and I want you really to pay really close attention. Can you imagine? Can you really truly imagine what we owe this family? Can you imagine what we really owe Chuck Yeager? And you know me, I don't blow smoke at anybody. In all honesty, his courage, his intelligence, his absolute grit, and he's from West Virginia. My God of living, do you realize, do you totally realize that every single thing we have in life, we owe to people like this great man and this great family? And so, Victoria, God bless you in every way. We love you, and we'll never, ever forget. That's absolutely one thing we can absolutely do forevermore, is never, ever forget. God bless each and every one of you. And now let's turn around. I don't know where he's coming back from.
Hold on, I got to do something real quick since he's not here. Governor, thank you very much. That's a challenge coin with the X1 on it. And I also have another present for you. 101 Chuck Yeagerisms. It's a lie. There's 131. And there's also a temporary tattoo in there of the X1, just in case. Anyway, that's a big thank you from General Yeager and me. He's here, right?
He's here.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
So thank you very much.
Watching every one of us right now.
Yeah. Saying, what are you doing? He was really humble. When somebody wanted to shake his hand, he'd say, why? Why? Do they want my wallet? What are they doing? But he actually loved the governor. We met the governor before he was governor, right?
Right.
And at the Greenbrier, and had a great time. And you've been very generous with us. Thank you.
How are you generous with a hero? I mean, think about it. I mean, really? Are you absolutely, I mean, it's just amazing. But
Mustang would like to offer congratulations to Governor Jim Justice and Mrs. Yeager on the new West Virginia paint scheme on the Chuck Yeager Bridge. It's been a pleasure to serve you.
Here he comes. When General Yeager got back in that
The
aircraft
Mustang says, so long.
about 20 years later, he said, how did I fly this thing? It's beautiful. That bridge is absolutely excellent and beautiful. And General Yeager, growing up in West Virginia, it saved his life. When he was shot down, he said, there ain't a German in the world that can catch a West Virginian in the woods. And he grew up with a gun in his hand, and so they were, and he said he learned deflection shooting. And so he was able to shoot down all those Germans. 89% of the fighter pilots, 11% of the fighter pilots shot down 90% of the aircraft. They all grew up with a gun in their hand. And then also the dome regulators that they used for drilling gas wells, they used in the X1. So there are a lot of things out of West Virginia that he would not have been able to be the man he was unless he had grown up here.
well, I don't know how, I can't top that, but it's really great stuff. Great stuff, Victoria. No, thank all of you. And thank all of y'all for coming. And let's absolutely do just what I said. Let's never forget. God bless you in every way for all you do all the time, keeping this great man's name alive and him alive in all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.